Hi, this is the Ivy League astrologer with the July 2015 reading for Vedic Cancer. I changed my hair just for the summer. Yeah, I was like at an I'm gonna shave my head or I need a change phase, so I went for braids, which I haven't had since like high school. So feels different, but I'm enjoying the ease for the moment. So yeah, Vedic Cancers. I'm done talking about my hair now, for which you are probably grateful. The first card out for you is the Eight of Cups. So, I feel like something that's lost, something that's been lost is in your thoughts. And yet you're trying to move on, even though, you have this sort of empty spot for someone. You're waiting for a reconnection, I feel like. But you're kind of forging on ahead. And trying to make yourself happy in the meantime, trying to work on you. I feel like some of you may have been working on you already, but trying to just kind of have a little more fun, I think. And kind of break old patterns that have been keeping you from, old patterns that make you feel like you're not worth happiness or something, or yeah, there's like a fear of never really finding the right thing, never really finding the right person, of there not being the right person out there for you. Or that somehow if there was, you would mess it up or something. And I feel like that fear is kind of a little bit alive this month. And I actually think it's because you're kind of closer to either finding or being with a person who is kind of right for you. But it's like there's a weird way in which kind of journeying out into the world and being free within yourself, and working on your own advancement and your own just happiness is actually bringing you closer to righting this situation, with this person that you're missing, who is an integral part of your life, I feel like, and is someone with whom you have like a soul connection. But for whatever reason right now, there needs to be a separation, or there is a separation. And I think you can see that pretty clearly from where you are, Cancer. So I think that's kind of why you're trying to patch up your own wounds and just keep moving and grooving. Work on your kind of foundational issues, work on your pride and your sense of self, your sense of self-worth is what I really see you working on this month. And making progress with that, making good progress. Yeah, just your own sense of worthiness. And I feel like you're building to a place where it's like no one can really knock you down. Like you just are caring less and less about the opinions of others, and you just really, like you want to be, as long as you measure up to your own standards, which are pretty high, as long as you measure up to your own standards, I feel like you are not so worried about what anybody else thinks. And that's the place where you're aiming to get to, and that where I see you moving towards this month. So it is a little bit of a slow process because it feels like some of these issues are kind of old in a way that you kind of may have thought that you already got rid of them or dealt with them. But again, Saturn is back in Scorpio. Saturn is revisiting Scorpio, and kind of all the stuff we had laid to rest, it's kind of scratching it up again, just so we can like clip the ends, and like water that little bed just the way it needs to be watered, but just so we can kind of dot our I's and cross our T's and just kind of finish up with all that muck, because I feel like you're Cancer, like you've been doing that work and you're really close to just being free of a big set of baggage that you've been carrying for a long time. But I think this month it may just kind of be something that it would be useful if you can take your time with. Because I think it may just kind of come up in little ways that you're like, really? I didn't even think that was a thing for me anymore, you know? But be patient with yourself is the message here, because you really are just clearing out what needs to go. And you're going to be able to hold any negative thinking or negative patterning at a distance. You're really coming into a very beautiful period of self-mastery. Well, you don't have to be so cruel to yourself, you know? So I feel like you're kind of like allowing your inner just vulnerability, your inner child, your inner joy to just shine forth from like every pore of your being. So that's very beautiful, Cancer. And I really see you being able to bring a lot more, to be able to come from the heart in a way that is just moving into the future, moving into your next phase. And I think that's going to, again, put to bed some kind of old issues that have been hanging around. Put to bed the old patterns of the past so that you can move forward in a new and more positive way. And I feel like by the end of the month, you're going to have sort of like... I was going to say a new dream that you're nurturing. I don't think it has to be new. It can be a new approach to an old dream. But I just think I think in part it's a new appreciation for yourself in and despite your circumstances. And I think, yeah, there's a lot about self-love here. In a way that, and I feel like this month is really about you mastering that self-love so that you can give it forth in the future, you know. Right now, I feel like you really still kind of need to stay with yourself and within yourself and fill up your own tank. But I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to be giving that to those who need it and those who you love very quickly towards the end of the month. So either at the end of July or at the beginning of August, all of that kind of strength that you've been building up and work that you've been doing on just your worthiness of and capacity to love are going to be needed either at the end of July or at the beginning of August. So really do take that time to kind of work through those things for yourself this month, because I think you'll be happy that you did. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for Cancers for July 2015. If you would like to get in touch, if you'd like a personal reading, then please, my email address is theivyleagueastrologer@gmail.com. My link for scheduling is down below. And please note that further instructions for like payment and all that stuff come in the receipt from scheduling an appointment, in the email receipt from Schedulicity, just so FYI. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a good month. Enjoy the sunshine. Okay, thanks. Bye.